stranded late at night 11 kilometers from home. That's how one family says a BC Transit bus driver left their son. The 17-year-old says he was refused service because he wasn't wearing shoes. As A News reporter Louise Hartland shows us, he and his mother are now questioning the decision and policy process at BC Transit.
17-year-old Carl Aussenegg is like any other teenager, free-minded and enjoying the last days of summer before grade 12. And Carl prefers to do it in bare feet.
Just don't think it's a big deal. Like, I don't wear shoes a lot of the time. It's natural.
But last Monday, it was a big deal for one BC Transit driver who refused to let Carl on the bus without shoes.
I got on and paid, and then the bus driver told me that I had to get off because I'm not allowed on with bare feet because it's a safety issue. Like, if there was broken glass or something on the floor and if I got cut, then BC Transit would be to blame.
Carl was left on the side of the road at 11 o'clock at night and had to borrow a cell phone to call for a ride. He says after the driver explained, Carl understood why he wasn't let on, but he doesn't agree with how the driver dealt with the situation.
And I was like, yeah, I live in Brentwood Bay, and I really had no idea. I already paid. Like, can you just let me on this time? And he was like, no, can't, so.
Carl's mom, Marion, says he was at Commonwealth Pool with friends and not getting into trouble.
To leave a young person at the bus exchange when there's no other transportation at 11 o'clock at night, well, it's questionable whether that's a good decision to make on behalf of the bus driver.
She says she doesn't understand how her son was allowed to go to the pool on the bus without shoes and wasn't allowed to get home, especially because it was so late. Marion filed a complaint with BC Transit, who told her it was a safety issue. She hasn't heard back. In a written statement, BC Transit says drivers may refuse service to passengers not wearing shoes, shirts, and dry shorts or skirts. In other words, it's up to the driver to use his or her discretion.
I think it was more dangerous to leave me at the exchange at nighttime than it would have been to just let me on the bus.
Either way, Carl has learned his lesson and says next time he'll bring shoes.
Louise Hartland joins us now from a downtown Victoria bus exchange with more on the story. Louise, BC Transit drivers have refused passengers in the past for other issues.
That's right, Eric. Just last month, a mother was breastfeeding her 6-month-old baby when the bus driver told her husband she would either have to cover up or stop feeding. The couple got off the bus and filed a formal complaint with BC Transit, who later apologized. They also filed a complaint with the BC Human Rights Tribunal. Eric?
Louise Hartland reporting. Thank you, Louise.